All right. What's happening? I'm not sure who's going to be here because I am late. What's today? The 21st? Hold on. All right. So, I'm not sure who's here, but I didn't get to go live yesterday. Just the fact that I didn't have any internet or TV or whatsoever. Comcast is my provider, and they shut down. Um, they we had an outage. I think, as far as I can remember, it was like around six before 7 o'clock a.m. And they didn't. The internet did not go back after 12 hours. Like I think it was closer to 8 o'clock, 7:38. Then it went back on. It was crazy, but I don't know. Whatever. um, let's see here. What's up, T Town? How's it going? I saw your little behind the scenes footage. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. That was awesome to see. So how's it going? How was you should do a recap. Let's see. Smooth clothing. What's up? TJ's decals. What's happening? Hey, you changed it. You changed it to TJ's. Was it TJ's? I don't think it was. What's up, Jesse? Bad Brad. What's happening? Johnny HG. What's happening? Ezekiel. Happy Mardi Gras. Is that this week? I don't know. Is that today? Oh man. Marnie. What's up? Hey, got you live. What's happening? Fat Dad. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm supposed to go to Vegas. Speaking of Fat Dad, we're supposed to go to Vegas this week. Not gonna happen. I was gonna go for the PBX convention or expo, but it's not going to happen. I just one is I was pretty late in getting the airline, so it's like really expensive right now. Last minute, right? But I just got slammed with a bunch of work that I got to do. I think I mentioned it to you guys um, the other day, but yeah, I got a lot of work I got to do. Um, and I'm getting more work, but everything has to be done by the first. So I'm gonna be pretty very busy. It kind of sucks, but whatever. I'll be in New Orleans soon. Oh, what are you doing over there? You're going for the Mardi Gras, I guess. I'm assuming. How did the kids handle no internet? Um, Honestly, I wasn't here. Like, I went to the gym in the morning, and after that, I went out because I had to go. I spent the rest of the day with my father-in-law. I had to pick up my bowling ball. I got re-drilled. I don't know how to bowl, guys, but he got me a bowling ball, and then we just bowled all day, and yeah, and I didn't get home till like a little after 7. But as far as I can, my wife said that since it was a holiday, um, he just went out. My little one went outside and played, so which is great. I don't know what my oldest did. He got home. I told him, hey, we got no internet. I don't know what he did. I know he didn't get to play last night. I know because he comes home. He works early mornings shift, like 1 or 2 in the morning. He comes home like a little before noon, and he's usually right on the stupid computer playing. So I don't know what he did. My daughter had to work, so I don't know. As far as I know, they were all right. you know, I told him pick up a book, read, or do something. Fat Tuesdays today. Ooh, Fat Tuesday sounds good. No, because Fat Tuesdays will give me a headache. If you guys don't know what Fat Tuesdays is, if you've ever been to Vegas, get some Fat Tuesdays. I think that's what we're talking about. uh, it used to be slang and tease. Yeah, that's right. But realized I make decals more than anything, so I changed it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's right. Titan, yeah, I wish my gimbal would work. It kept falling, so that's all the videos I could get. So we were so busy. Yeah, you should have just brought a static camera and just let it run. You know, but at least you got something. You got something. Those are the events. Like it's one of those things that You just have to get something, you know. Um, oh, you know what? Hold on one second. Let me. This is incorrect. I just noticed something here. I think my audio. There it is. Now it's coming off the mic. Okay, there we go. Um, yeah, so it's one of those things like I tell people, film everything, get everything. The worst thing that can happen is you don't use it, right? Or the most, or on top of that is you didn't get the footage, right? At least if you get something, you got something. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. But try to film. The worst thing is like I don't want it, delete it. I'd rather say I don't need it, I'll delete it than like man, I wish I would have got that footage, you know? But I hope that makes sense to you guys. Oh, you're going to Disney cruise. Wow. Oh, Disney cruise. Not just a cruise, a Disney cruise. Have fun. That sounds like fun. I've been wanting to get on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. Excuse me. But my wife's like she's not interested in going on a cruise whatsoever. I'm like, oh man, I guess I'm going by myself. There was actually there was a point in time that um, that I got. Well, I had a chance to DJ a cruise and be there for the duration of the cruise to play music, but then COVID happened, so that did not work out whatsoever. That kind of sucked. Um, M Customs, what's up? But it was a great day for sure. Sold $1,000 more than last year. Oh, that's awesome. But I see you were doing on top of the heat pressing, the transfers. You're also doing custom vinyl cutting. Looks like right on the spot. I'm sure you're just doing names or whatever, right? I mean, something like. I mean, how did that go? Because I have an event coming. Well, actually, I have an event. I shouldn't say that. I should say that I have a potential event coming up on the 4th. Like I think I mentioned it to you guys. Um, I applied for it, but they still got to give me an approval. So I haven't got the approval yet, but I'm assuming I have to prep for it that I'm gonna get it. And it's like in 2 weeks or whatever. Um, what was I saying? Oh, how does that work? Because I'm thinking of doing screen printing, right, live at the event. Is it better to do heat press or to press on some garments? I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things like what's better and what's faster. I mean, definitely if I do transfers, it'll be full color, right? Other than doing one color prints, or does that even matter? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What's up, Ramon? Ramon, what's happening? Fat Dad said we just booked a Disney cruise last night for November. Disney cruise. Whoop. Someone's texting me. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to go on a Disney cruise. I think they just fly out, not fly out. I have to fly somewhere for that, right? I have to go to like Florida or something. I don't know. Let's see. We did names on the back. Okay. Tita almost sold 600 in names on the back for the shirts. Oh wow. Space wise, pressing would be better. That's your net. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, but it's like to me, also I gotta think about is as far as transfers. Like I have to buy all those transfers, right? So for me to buy all those transfers, uh, other than and screen printing, other than that, it's just I'll have the print. The screen print is just a screen. I could blast it out and redo it. But if I do transfers, that means the transfers are already printed. It's one of those things like I'm not sure what would be best, and not knowing um, if I'm gonna make any sales or not. It's like I don't know. Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying? It's like the screen is like it's a screen. You're pushing it. If it doesn't work out, you can just clean it up and call it a day. But transfers, like you have the transfers in your hand. What are you gonna do with it? You know, I mean, I can go get the what's it called, the 15-cent transfers, 10-cent transfers, whatever. It's not really a big deal, but still, it's like I have um, it's like a clothing brand, right? You know, you have all these shirts printed and it's not moving. That's dead stock. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Smooth said, nice. They have some out of San Diego, right? Really? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I didn't look too much for it or about it. I just want to go on a cruise. Even like I know they have a small cruise from like I think it's like San Diego to like Ensenada or something like that. It's like a couple of hours. Just something. I don't know. But I think if I do decide to do that, I'm gonna go by myself. I'm gonna be by myself. Nobody wants to go with me. Whatever. You just charge accordingly and try to do a pre-sale. But see, I can't do a pre-sale if I'm selling it at the expo or at the event, because I'm just gonna have a booth and like, hey, come buy these designs. I mean, it's definitely I think it'll be better just because of the color, right? It's gonna be much more colorful print than other than one color print. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. T-Town said the best part is all the champ shirts they got for free. We asked them all if they wanted names on the back for the $7, and probably whoa, and probably 9% bought names, so that paid for the free shirts I gave. Oh, that's awesome. 50-cent transfers. Yep. And for transfer, try not to put the date if you don't have to. Yeah, because if I do that, I have to like treat it like a clothing brand. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Yes, they both have their ups and downs. Do a pros and cons list. Yeah, that means that I mean, if I do that, that means my money is gonna be tied into the shirts and the transfers. So that's two things, instead of like just the shirts. The shirts, whatever, because you can reuse shirts, right? But it's just, yeah, that's the only thing. RhyBeats viewer cruise. Ooh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Just everybody just go and hang out, man. That'll be awesome. But who's gonna fly into that? That'll be fun though. My embroidery. Oh, where we go? Where we go? The thing just jumped up. My embroidery had sold out in the first half hour, and I still have people messaging me about buying the hats because I ran out. Oh, awesome! They used to have a apparel decoration cruise. Thought it was coming back this year, but I haven't seen anything on it yet. Um, I think uh, which one is that one? I forgot which one that one is. Fat Dad. I heard about that, and I don't think they're coming back. If they do, it won't be. I don't think it'll come this year. Maybe next year, just because it's technically this year was supposed to be the comeback of the shows, right? Of the expos and all that stuff. It's like supposed to be back to normal, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe next year. Maybe I would be surprised if they make an announcement of it this year. I heard about that cruise. I forgot who throws that cruise or that whatever that dinner. But I don't understand the best way to do a pre-sale. The pre-sale is just more of like get people excited to purchase a product, right? And they do a pre-sale. So you say a pre-sale, and they buy it, but you have to give them, let's say, a date that says that it won't be released on a certain date, or it won't start printing on a certain date. It's just pretty much it. So just so you know that people are interested, people are buying, before you print out a whole bunch of shirts and just wait for people to buy. Hope that makes sense. Learn how to screw print at sea. Fat said we killed it putting numbers on gloves, hats, and shoes. $5 for 1 or 2 square inches of HTV. Oh, hey Don, what's happening? Good morning. Okay, it's PT time. All right, Ramon, have fun with that PT. But yeah, yesterday was like, man, it was just a horrible day. Um, just because the fact, well, I take that back because I was like, oh man, I can't do anything. I can't order any garments and anything like that. But I was like, wait a minute, it's the holiday. Who's open on the holiday? I know like the shipping industry is not open. So I'm like, okay, that gives me a little bit of a break. So I'm like, you know what? And I called my father-in-law. I say, hey, my internet's down this morning. Let's go get that bowling ball. So we're like, so that's what happened yesterday. But man, I can't believe. I wish because what happened is I looked up on my phone whatever internet connection I have. I said, where's the outage? I said, oh, we noticed that you have an outage. It'll be back at 9 a.m. I'm like, okay, that's a few hours. 9 a.m. passed. Looked it up again. It'll be by noon, so forth. Then 2 o'clock, then 4 o'clock, then 6 o'clock, then 9 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, I told everybody, internet's not gonna be here till tomorrow morning. So, or not just internet in general, just Comcast because we have Comcast for both TV and internet service. So yeah, and oh yeah, my wife would they're like, oh, we just watched movies and DVDs and stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever, it's all good. Fat Ad for pre-sales, we create a flyer with a QR code and send out directing people to our site with the listing so they can buy their merch online. Oh, there you go. You have a phone with internet. Uh, Depends where you're at. Like I rely on my internet connection here to have Wi-Fi so I can browse on my phone. But if it doesn't have in this where I'm at, we don't have a cell tower here. The cell tower is across town, so the internet here it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Um, it was so bad that I had Sprint at one time when we moved here, and then I had literally had to switch to Verizon or another company so I can get better internet coverage. Um, it's better, but it's not the best. So with that my area this is still being developed, right? Um, there's still a bunch of land. They're still going to build. They're still building houses, and they're actually building an off ramp off the freeway here. So hopefully that they build a cell tower on this side of the town because there's nothing out here. It's just because I'm still in the farmland, so I'm still in the farm area. So it's like, man, can we go back to dial up or something? Right, rather than the 1990. What's the internet exactly? You know, it's funny because like, oh, hey kids, go outside. It's like go outside, be a kid. And I think my son was out all day, which is great. He's just starting to venture out of my street, going to the other street with the other kids. So I just tell him like, if worst comes to worst, you know, you guys are outside, you see the street light comes on or turns on, you it's time for you to go home. That usually turns on around 6. So I'm like, that's time for you to go home. So he knows street lights on, I gotta go home. So no, not dial up. Hey man, that was like, whoa! I can get online. Look at this dial up. Mom, don't pick up the phone. Oh man, yeah. I don't think nowadays they will not understand what the meaning of that. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up in the '90s. I love the '90s. The '90s was like the oh man, what is that? It's the I would say the golden era, right? Because that's when everything was kind of like where it started, I guess, with all the technology and all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I miss the 90s. Our farmers internet here. We are the home of John Deere, so a lot of testing on those Wi-Fi enabled combines. Oh wow, really? That's scary. The 90s was the best decade. Yeah, I 100%, 1,000%, and a lot of people will not understand that because they never lived it. It's crazy, and it's funny because like all the expo that I'm trying to get into, like I was saying, it's vintage and sneakers, right? And it's like, what's vintage? And I'm looking at their pictures, like, oh man, that's 90s stuff. I'm vintage now. I was like, I felt so old. The 90s was peaceful for sure. Yeah, yeah. The 90s was I yeah, I would say so, but I think it was just fun. It was just fun. Um, yeah, it was just fun. Like the yeah, I don't know. You guys know, you guys probably understand what I'm trying to say. It's like you had to worry about anything. It was just go have a good time. That's how I see the 90s. It was just a fun decade. I was in the very last typing class of our high school 92. When we were done with the final, they took out the typewriters and brought out in the PCs. Ooh, dang. The PCs with the CRT um, monitors. It's like this big. Marty, I am part of apparel decoration cruise. We cruise over 14 years. Oh wow. So Marty, are they having that this year? Do you know? I forgot who's throwing that. I don't know. From 84 99 was the greatest decade. I agree. I agree. Well, we had to become grown-ups and that screwed everything. What is a typewriter? The shot, what's up? 80s was the best. Mm. I like the music coming out of the 80s, I would say. Um the 80s, the 90s music, like maybe a little bit of the 70s. I have an old soul, so I like the old music, you know. Fat at new class never knew the struggle of correction tape. Oh man, you know what's funny? You guys, okay? Let me tell you guys a story, right? I took my wife out to have breakfast. No, I'm sorry, have lunch. I think a few weeks ago. That was like our first date ever. Like, I mean, I was like, you know what? Let me take you out. Let's go to lunch. Let's just have lunch. I haven't taken you out in a while, and let's go find the town. Just we haven't really walked around the town, so we went to this little cafe. It was good. And then it's like, oh man, I'm so full. Let's just walk down the street. So we walked down the neighborhood, and I saw a stationery store. I'm like, my wife likes stationery. So let's go in. Literally, we walked in there. It was like a time capsule. They had pens and stuff like that, but walking around the store, they had, I kid you not, they had, you guys know what a 3.5 floppy is, but you guys really if you guys understand me, there's the actual floppy, which is like this big, the actual bendy floppy. So um they had they were selling the binder sleeves for it, right? That, and then the three and a half floppies, and she still had the discs. I wanted to go buy the disc because I have a uh not a computer, but I do have a machine that takes floppy disks. But I don't know why I wanted to do it. But anyways, I didn't buy it. So it was crazy, crazy old. Like I was like, what's going on here? Like what are you guys selling? Like anything that you guys can think of, late 80s, early 90s, maybe early 2000s. It's there. Like especially like I'm talking about the old floppy. They had whatever in that time era is, which is like early 90s. They had it there. I'm like, and the store was huge, right? And I'm like, how do you guys keep afloat? Like, what do you guys buy here? Like, what's going on here? I didn't quite understood. Then my wife bought some pens, some coloring pens, and that had the eraser, like mostly like drafting pencils, right? And she brought it home. She tried to erase it, and the eraser was so hard that it broke. It's like, how long has that been sitting on the shelf? Like, I don't know. But anyways, it was it 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 like blew. I'm gonna go there today. We'll try to go there today. I want to buy that binder, the binder sleeves. So it was pretty funny in a sense. It was amazing. Um, Tita said I might have sold more at my show if I would have not left off the design flyer. Had to make a shirt and tell people, but I think it was too late because that sucks. Cisco, what's up, Cisco? Black Scorpion, hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing out there on that side of the world? The world, yeah. Oregon Trail. Karawasa, what's up? How are you? Where are you from? See, I can't like I'm not sure what that means. Hope you're saying hello. I don't know. Commodore 64. God. Done with the gym. Gotta roll, guys. Have a blessed day. All right, smooth clothing, man. Have a good day, bro. Just keep pushing. I still have my old Commodore. You guys are funny. Um, yeah, it was I don't know. It was pretty crazy. Uh, it was pretty crazy. But they had it's crazy enough that they had the pens like the Pilot G2s. I know they still sell those, right? Like behind a glass. And on the wall behind that counter. You can't just, like if you go to like Staples and just grab it and pay for it. You have to like can I get one of those? Like it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It was my wife and I were just giggling and laughing the whole time we were there. Like this is pretty cool. And we're like, oh, I remember those. I don't know. But anyways, enough of that. If you guys have any questions, put them down below. Do you ever use ballpoint needles for palos? Ballpoint needles? No. We started DJing in '84. Man, I think I started officially. I had my first gig, my very first gig, in '95. I would say in '95. I had like 4 records, played them back to back to back. Oh man, that was yeah, that was the introduction for me. And it was only like it's funny because like I felt well. It's sad, but it was good, right? So let me just tell you this story real quick. So uh, at school, I was telling people, "Yeah, I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ," which I was not even close. And then this kid I knew, we played basketball. I said, "Hey, I'm having you should DJ my birthday party, or a birthday. I'm having, just come over and just play some music." I'm like, "Okay." And how much do you charge? I was like, let's see, a record back then is $5. I need a few, $50. And I was like, $50. So, anyways, he gave me the money. I went to go buy as whatever record I can get for that much, right? $50. And literally, I went. It was just me, my cousin, two other friends of mine. We went there, and that was it. It was just us. It was crazy. Us and the birthday kid. This ain't no party. But anyways, I hooked up. I didn't really care. I had my first gig. I hooked up. Hooked up. I was like, okay, now what? Like, I can't play any music. I didn't know I need an amp and speakers. And the guy, his dad was pretty cool. So, oh, you can just here use my receiver at that time and just use the speakers. I said, okay, cool. And then I played the music, whatever. And then we were just hanging out. It was pretty. And that guy became that kid became a very good friend of mine for the past 10 years. I haven't seen him in a while because we moved and he moved to college and stuff. But throughout the whole high school career, man, it was like we were good friends. But the funny thing, this dad was like, Hey man, just keep it. Just keep the receiver and speakers. I'm like, yay. But anyways, yeah, I played that. I think we are there for like 3 hours. I played I played that record back to back to back. It was pretty funny. But anyways, enough of that. Remember taping music off the radio and getting all the mad DJ, getting mad because yeah, they talk in the middle, right? That's funny. At airport at PBX, man, have fun. My friend's there right now. I told him about it, and he said, "Yeah, I'll go with you." And that was the last conversation we had. And I just saw his pictures. So I'm like, "Oh, this fool went without me." I got this polo that has the same pretty big holes, and of course, I listened to A-Dub and try ballpoint needles. Oh, you're talking about the ballpoint. Oh, I'm talking about ballpoint pens. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, needles, and it kept shred. Yeah, dude, it's going to shred that thing. Yeah. Um. Yeah, depending how big that is, you're gonna have to like uh, you have to use some sort of topping. I don't know, man. Like stuff like that, I kind of steer away from because I know I'm not gonna do a job that I know will look good. You know what I mean? It's like I just don't want to do it. But sorry to hear that, man. Those needles, man. Anyways, all right. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them down below. If you guys haven't watched my video that I put up yesterday, please do. Let me know what you guys think of the thing because I got a pretty I I got this guy commenting on there, commented something pretty interesting. But I guess he doesn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna go any further than that. But but anyways, yeah. That's it. It's 30 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go. I just want to say good morning to you guys. Happy Tuesday. Sorry I didn't get to go live yesterday. Like I said, the internet, just internet issues. But you know how that goes. But I can see it right now that on my computer that it's not giving me. I'm probably choppy every now and then. So anyway, it looks good with the regular 7. I didn't have this problem though. Going to go back. Yeah, I would say go back. Those needles, man, it will tear that up. Now through the comments. Yeah, I know where he's coming from. That if you guys want to read that comment, I know where he's coming from, but um, yeah, just read it. It's kind of self-explanatory, I should say. Like I understand where he's coming from, but yeah, let's just put it that way. One thing, turn down the background music just a bit. Yeah, yeah, okay. There was one. I think there was one section that I forgot to turn it down, and I'm like, oh shoot. But I apologize for that one. That was the only one that was like, because I was watching, I was like, oh man, I forgot to turn that down. Sorry. I did turn it. Yeah. It's already like usually when I put background music, I put it down like at I put it really really low, like 10%, 30%. But there's some sessions that I forgot to turn it down. Yeah, on the last video. I think a lot of YouTubers has your background music. Wait, has your. I think a lot of YouTubers has your background music way too loud. Oh yeah, that was my fault. Yeah, I was looking at. I was like, oh man, because I have it turned down like when I'm talking, but there's times like time lapse or whatever. I have the music a little louder, but even though it's like there's a couple sessions where I'm talking or whatever, it's like, ooh, I forgot to turn that down. Sorry. So sorry ahead of time or past tense. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, that's true. No, I mean he also commented on the expo. Um, basically, well, you guys could see that. Um, I understand where he's coming from. I totally do. Um, but it was more like do you have enough money to pay? I mean, to get a decent press, right? A decent press, I would say, is at HPN, right? None of the blue ones, none of the Hottronic ones, or whatever. Somewhere between is you're looking about an $800 press. So if you buy two, you know, like it was a that's close to $1,700. Depending what you get, could be 1,900 plus shipping, tax, whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm already looking for a new press. Let me pay a little more and get a decent one. So that's what I did. But and you guys saw that, right? And now I've been talking about it. So I understand where he's coming from, but like pressing, he also made a comment. Oh, you guys just read the comment. Don't say anything nasty. Just read it. You know, if you guys want to make a comment, whatever. But you know, just don't be nasty about it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's personal preference, right? So whatever. Yo, what's up, Libergraphs? You driving home? I used the HPN this weekend. That was for the name for and and my IQ was for the transfers. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having two, three, four single presses. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But hey, doesn't mean that you're wrong. You know what I mean? For having two presses, right? Or you're in the wrong for the decision that you made. You know, if you think that works best for your business, that works best for your business. But if you're like me, I like to stretch my money a little longer and wider, right? So um, if I could add a little, just if I can just add a little more money into it, I can get a better press, and that's just my personal preference. So that's just me. But again, he made the same comment on the impression show. So I kind of knew where that guy was coming from. I understand where why I read it kind of like he's kind of angry, has some sort of anger about it, angry about the thing, the whole situation. But whatever. So, anyways, no, it's just yeah. We have six presses, and I'm still looking at bringing in the shuttle. Really? Whoa. I respect where he's coming from. He just could have used better words. Came across mad disrespect for no reason, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I get it. You know, TJ. I mean, now I'm gonna call you TJ's. Yeah, I get it, right? But you know, you're in like you as a human being, you're entitled to how you feel, right? But but I guess I don't want to put this wrong, but because I'm still reverting back to okay, omnipresent. You in Laredo, but no, I respect everybody's opinions, right? And comments because that's your opinion. So I respect that. There's no opinion. There's nothing wrong with opinions. Nothing wrong with opinion. But I'm gonna give you my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, like for instance, you know, it rubs me the wrong way in the fact that there's people out there that thinks that there's only one way to do stuff. So there's a bunch of ways to do stuff. That's one thing. And fine if that person feels that way. I mean that's your opinion. That's your do what you want to do. Um, but you can't say this person is incorrect because they do it this way. You know, or like I can't say hey um what do you call this fat dad, like why do you have six presses? That's only one of yous. You know what I'm saying? Now you're bringing another a shuttle, like why? That's a waste of money. I have no right to say that. And again, that's my opinion, right? I'll question it, say why do you need another shuttle? You got six presses. you know but that's his business and that's what he wants to do. I get it. You know, there's a bunch of ways of doing other things, but you can't say that, oh, like that's you should have just got two manual presses instead of the dual. Why? Would it have the same outcome? Yeah. Um, would would you get would you get tired of doing the pneumatic and two manuals? No, you'll get tired doing the manuals instead, right? That's the things, right? So whatever. It is what it is. I think I commented, rightfully so. But whatever. It is what it is, right? And I respect, like I said, I respect everybody's comments. That you're entitled to your opinion. Let's just put it that way. Still in the crate. More than a way to skin a cow. Is that the quote? If you're in Texas, yes. I have an opinion on the air compressor. I haven't let air out of my air. Wait, I haven't let air out of the air compressor in 9 years, and it has rust, and it hasn't rusted through yet. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what, working on compressors back then. That's what I was taught. I say, hey, make sure you let the air out because you don't want it to rust. I'm like, okay, so I have been doing that since like decades ago. So to me, it's just my practice. That's how I do it. Um, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe the newer compressors don't need it. Well, I shouldn't say that. Like, because back then I had it used to have oil, right? You had to put oil in the compressors, but now these oilless ones, I don't know. Do you need to let the air out? I don't know, because I know with the oiled ones, that's how I was told. Um, Make sure you release the air. Just during the water, just drain the water every once in a while. I have four presses and I just picked up on more. Right. Yeah, I don't think you have room for that. Hey, nerds, what's up? You should let the air out because of condensation of water in the lines. Well, that's what I was told. Let it out because yeah, it'll rust, right? Because of the water in the lines, it'll go into the tank. Or am I saying that right? But anyways, that's what I was told. That's what I've been doing. So, and with the oilless ones, the oil free ones, now I don't know if they need to. I don't know if you still need to do that. I don't know. How old is giving you crap? What? Let me see. What's up, Mike? What's happened, Beer Box? Yes, you should. Hi, TJ. You should because, like Liberty says, it can have air buildup condensation. I mean, that's what I do. Like I said, I let it out. I let it out. A lot depends on the moisture content we had to drain ours weekly. Okay. One, I have purges on my lines so they drain from the bottom of the compressor once a week. I drain air and water. Where's my? I wonder if this has a water line. I gotta look at that compressor again. Um, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But that's just practice for me. It's like once I'm done with it, I let it air. Let the air out. I wonder if I can put a line in between. Hmm. My compressor is right there. I'm looking at it. What's up, Denise? I drain mine to avoid rusting inside the tank. I'm speaking to text while I'm driving, embroidering on machine. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Huh. I don't know. Oh, just let you guys know ahead of time. Beer box. If you're here, if you can be here Thursday night, we're gonna talk about Etsy. This is gonna be the last week we talk about Etsy, I think, because Beer box and I and a few other people we're gonna have this Etsy challenge. Etsy challenge. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. I s- let's hit up the Rye Guy can do whatever he wants. That's funny because there's a couple of people used to call me that back then, and and I'm glad it didn't stick. I opened an Etsy account and was immediately to say, why? Why? What happened? They may make filters so you can also add into the line so you can get. Oh yeah, let me look into that. I think I seen that at Harbor Freight. I gotta look. They make filters. Okay. Shameless plug. We are talking decal fundraisers tonight. Tuesdays with Todd. There you go. Decals. Fundraisers though. Tuesdays with Todd. Okay. Make sure you guys tune in. Go to Fat Dads. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys follow everybody here. If I haven't followed you guys, I do apologize ahead of time. Especially when you have plasma cutter, drain it because the water messes up the plasma tip. I'm out. All right, Mike. Have a great flight, man. Have a good week over at the in Vegas. But for real, I don't drain my tank, and I should. They never said why, but that's what their algorithm does sometimes with new accounts. I should have it back in a few weeks or so. Oh, okay, thanks. So I should start now then. If they're gonna do that, if you're going to try to make DFT work, still sounds weird. I'm going to try and make Right Guyver work. I don't think. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work. Oh man, have fun. Nova works, Mike. Have a drink on me. Have a drink. I'll 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 send you some money. No, I ain't send you nothing. Never mind. You're probably drinking right now. All right. Safe trip, Juan Liberty. All right, guys. With that said, I'm gonna head on out. I gotta go. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Tuesday, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, later, guys. Have a good one, like I was saying, and peace out.